everyone, it's Pam from GlamJunkJournals, and I am happy to bring to you my finished journal. This is the reveal and flip through of the journal we made together on my journal start to finish series. So here she is, and I am so thrilled with how it turned out. I am calling her the Bouquet of Blues, and reason being is, if you remember watching my video series, this is my inspirational piece, this gorgeous handkerchief. And I'll go through how I finally figured out how to add the handkerchief onto the cover. If you guys remember, this journal measures 6.5 by 9.5. It's got a 2.5-inch spine and a total of 134 pages, and it is 3 signatures. So what I did, if you watched my video series, I ended up making everything to put in the journal, and this is the reveal of how I did my final embellishments and how I added this handkerchief to the cover. So what I decided on doing is I folded up the ends of the handkerchief, as you can see here, because I didn't want to cut off the handkerchief because I just love the scalloping. And let me flip it over, I'll show you the back like that. So what I did is I centered the handkerchief onto the journal cover, and I folded up each end and centered it so that on the front there's that gorgeous bouquet of flowers. I just think that is just the prettiest thing ever. I did so along the side here and right up at the top. That was just to keep the folded up handkerchief in place, and then I glued very carefully along the edges with the Fabri-Tac glue, just so that it didn't get any glue globs. And on the side, what I did is, you can't really see it, but the ends of the handkerchief are folded up, and so I took the snippet roll that we made and I cut it down just so that it connects the two ends of the handkerchief. So, and then from there I added this little fabric cluster that we made in my series, and I added a purple flower on it, and then up at the top, just to bring the purple together and the blue, I added another couple flowers and put a pearl in the middle. So there you go. I felt as though this didn't need any more embellishing on the cover because I wanted this gorgeous handkerchief to speak for itself, which I think it definitely shows through. What I decided is a navy tulle ribbon closure, which I attached underneath the snippet roll, so it is attached to the journal. And just open it up this way. And the reason I chose tulle instead of fabric or another thicker ribbon is I wanted this still to show through. I just can't get enough of staring at this. I just love this. So anyways, let's go inside. See, there's the other end of the handkerchief that I folded up and added some lace. And this is the first signature that has been, excuse me, tied together with a ribbon. And you guys will remember all this stuff in this series. So we add a tag there, a tag right here. Got some writing space, music, a doily, Edith Holden. I just added anything blue that I could find. So this is a tag for how to make a collar for a shirt, and I attached it with a brad. So we've got more pages. There's that old magazine. This is a vellum bag. As you can see, it's got the blue flowers on it. And then there's some more of that snippet roll that we made. And this envelope on the inside. There's a tag and just a little card there. So those fit inside there. here's the center, and I just added some tags and some ephemera. This is an old postcard, and the tags that I made from the old wallpaper. And then this is pretty cute. This is Aunt Martha's hot iron transfers. I just brought it in because I liked the yellow and it goes with the theme. So this is from Walmart when they had to stamp all of their inventory, which is pretty cute. 57 cents. So I thought that was cool. And then here's the finished waterfall booklet that we made in the series. I added a little bit of cardstock onto the top and glued it down just for durability. I felt as though this page here might have been a little fragile to put on the outside, so I added some additional reinforcement and did some stamping along the inside there. And if you remember, we did put that lace in the center. Added some bling on the edge there. A lot more writing space, music. And then here is another corner that is made out of the wallpaper, and there's an instructional video on my YouTube about how I put that together. Couple tags, journaling cards. So that is the end of the second signature. And here's what I did with the spine of the original book that we cut up, as I made a bookmark, and I decoupaged on some of that gorgeous scrapbook paper from the Graphics Fairy, and I added some ribbon on the other side, and as you can see, I added some glitter Mod Podge, and on the top I tied a ribbon. I added a grommet and threaded the ribbon through it, and also just some beaded trim that has been attached with some fishing line. So that's pretty secure in there. So there's the bookmark, and here is the next signature. That was the first. Yep, this is the second. Another tag with one of the corrugated cardboard clusters that we made in this series. I just attached that to the page and it created a little pocket. And there's just some ephemera that I put inside that belly band. Got all that writing space, some stamping, and here is the center of the second signature. I added some lace along the bottom with one of my faux flowers and some glitter and a pearl. And this envelope I created, and I added the same faux flower and pearl and glitter, added some trim along the top, and then it's attached with a Velcro, if I could talk, closure, and on the inside there's a tag. This gorgeous graphic is from Casey Michelle Art. She has some gorgeous digitals that she creates all on her own, and this is a map of France. So I just printed that, whoops, it's upside down, and made it into an envelope, and I just love the colors, the blues and the tans and the greens. Just looks so good with this journal. So I will put a link to her shop in the description. So we've got some more writing space, magazines, doilies. There's another side tuck with some ephemera and an embellished paperclip with some of the tulle and ribbon that I used in the journal. And a time card. This cracks me up when you used to have to write your time for in and out of work. That cracks me up. Yeah, I remember those days. Yikes. And here's a card that I created out of a piece of chipboard, and added some of my lace and fabric and a button on the top. So there is the end of the second signature. And here is the third signature. What I did do on the outside of this piece of paper is I did cut out some Edith Holden flowers, and I put them on that page and added some vintage stamps from my stash. So I love the way the color scheme just goes with the whole journal. And on this side, the pocket that we created in my series, I added a card. This is a vintage postcard, some ephemera, and a piece of journaling paper. If you remember, on the back, that has all been stenciled. So all those fit in there. There's the Sophisticated Lady by Duke Ellington, that piece of music. And on this side here, this is the lace pocket along the side where I added some more of my flowers with the pearls and the glitter there. Here's some more tags. This is one that I made out of the, what is that, wallpaper, with some writing space on the back. And then another journaling card there. It's getting away from me here. Come back here. And here is another side tuck with some ephemera, and this cracks me up, some vintage, I think this was from my husband's grandmother. It's the crochet pattern in a rose motif for a bedspread. Huh? So that, if you guys know how to do crochet, there you go. I don't, but I love looking at everyone's work. So more Edith Holden, writing space, gorgeous papers, and here is the center of the last signature. If you remember in my series, I did add all these doilies, and then the ribbon that was attached to the other side of the center signature. I added just a little fabric cluster on there. And in the center, or I should say behind that little pocket, I was cruising through my magazines and I wanted to pull up anything that had blue in it. So Hide a Bed Only from Simmons. There you go. Oh, wow, look at that. There's some decor for you, but it is very pretty, and it goes with my theme, so it had to go in there. Now here's the center of the last signature. Just a little card that I used my Sizzix Big Shot. I love to do that with the die cuts. Another envelope that I created out of Casey Michelle Arts Graphics. Isn't that pretty? And I added some more lace and another Velcro closure. And along the inside of that, there's a tag and another tag inside of there. And I didn't show it to you guys on the last envelope, but both of the envelopes on the inside, I did spray with Lindy Starburst spray. I apologize, I didn't get into that on the last bit of the ephemera making in my tutorial series. So what does that mean? That means I'll probably have to do another tutorial on how I use these Starburst sprays. They are just fabulous. And I just get so excited. There's so much to make. I can't put it all in one journal, so I'm going to have to make more. And here's another magazine image from that same McCall's catalog. And I just thought she was pretty with her little lavender. They used to make colored toilet paper. I didn't know that. Do you guys remember that? But there's lavender, so had to go in there. Some more magazine images and music, Edith Holden. And here is another one of the cardboard snippets clusters that we made. And I attached that with a bulb clip up at the top for kind of a dangly tag. And a flip up here with another tag from the wallpaper. And I added some embellishments and a stamp and some trim along the bottom there. So that goes in there. Some more music. And here is the same as on the front of this final signature, the double pocket that we made. And I added a vintage postcard that says birthday greetings, and it's got all the purples and blues. Another journaling card and a piece of journaling paper there. And just along the top, a fabric snippet cluster. And there is the back. Let me move this out of the way. And that ties up. And as you can see, there is the other half of that doily. And there is the back of the journal that has a fuzz on it. I'll get rid of that. So I was so excited to share this with you guys, and I really appreciate you guys being a part of the series on making this journal. I can't thank you enough for your support, and I look forward to your comments. Let me know if there's anything you have questions on, or if I can help you in any way, or if you have any ideas for an upcoming tutorial. I love to do them. I'm so excited. So thank you again, and I really appreciate you guys being with me today. So until the next video, bye.